Welcome to God Answers. This is the very foundation of your faith. Why does Jesus' very first teaching on blessedness begin with the admission that you are poor? Today, we will unlock the mystery of Matthew 5:3, which explains that the key to becoming rich in heaven is by acknowledging that we have nothing before God. Prepare your heart because this perspective will change how you view your self-worth.
My child, listen to the blueprint for true blessedness. This is the foundation of all my teachings. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. The world praises you for your independence, your wealth, and your intelligence. You are taught to trust in yourself and to believe that you are enough. But I call you to acknowledge the greatest lack, which is poverty in spirit. I call the one who acknowledges they have nothing the most blessed. Why do I give this paradox as my first teaching? Poor in spirit, Ptochos in Greek, does not mean material poverty. The word describes a beggar who truly has nothing, who can only hold out their hand and rely entirely on the mercy of others. Poor in spirit is a radical spiritual humility. It is the admission that without me, you are spiritually bankrupt. You lack sufficient righteousness, and you cannot save yourself. You acknowledge that every breath and every goodness comes from my grace. The mistake you often make is coming to me with your hands full. You come with your religious achievements, with your good deeds, with the conviction that you deserve blessing. Spiritual pride is the greatest enemy of this verse. You act as if you are a rich man donating a small surplus, when I want you to come as a completely dependent beggar. You try to fill your soul's emptiness with worldly things, but I can only fill a heart that has been emptied of all self-arrogance. My promise is extraordinary. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is my inheritance, my rule present on this earth and to come. I do not give my kingdom to the strong, but to the weak. When you acknowledge your spiritual bankruptcy, at that very moment, I declare you a full citizen of my kingdom. I give you my own wealth, righteousness, and life. This is a divine exchange. You surrender zero, and I give you everything. So today, do not be afraid to admit that you are weak and incapable. Never be ashamed to come to me empty-handed. Empty your heart of self-pride, of the assumption that you can manage everything. I long for you to come, kneel, and say, Father, I am poor without you. For when you acknowledge your spiritual poverty, that is when you become the rightful heir to all the glory of my kingdom. Always be turned into eternal joy.
Are you brave enough to be a spiritual beggar before God? What is one act of self-pride you will release today to become poor in spirit? Share your commitment in the comments below. If this word made you feel secure in your weakness, hit the like button, subscribe to God Answers, and share this video with a friend who relies too much on their own strength. I await your instruction for the next verse package.